George Cox for Acton TV. I'm coming to you today from the beautiful Nara Park. Later on in the show, find out all about their 20th anniversary. We also have Gould's Clothing, a health and wellness segment from the Acton Senior Center, and so much more on this edition of Talk of the Town. Gould's Clothing is a staple here in Acton. Here is our Land Use and Economic Development Director, Selby, with Marvin and Lester Gould.
Hi there, this is Selby, Land Use and Economic Development Director with the town of Acton. I'm here today with Lester Gould at Gould's Plaza at 260 Great Road. Lester, how you doing today?
I'm very well, thanks.
So Gould's Plaza has been in this location since 1972. They've got about 10,000 square feet of real estate here with men's and women's wear. Lester, could you tell us how your family got into the business?
Yes, my father and uncle started the business in 1934, and they were in. My grandfather had a slaughterhouse and they had cattle, so this was very different from what they had been doing. But there was a relative that owned a store in Clinton. That was where our first store was, and he passed away, and the store came up for sale. And my grandfather thought it would be a good idea to get his kids in the clothing business.
That's a really interesting story from cattle and slaughterhouses to fine clothing. So tell us a little bit more about what you sell here at Gould's Plaza.
So we sell, we're like a small department store. We sell casual wear and dress clothing. I think we've always been known for our dress clothing, and I think that still drives our business, even though people don't dress up like they used to. People still are wearing suits. Our suit business is still very strong, suit and dress clothing. We have a tailor shop here, and that is really important to our business. And I think that all differentiates us from a lot of other people that are out there.
Now this spring, I think I saw some promotions about renting tuxedos.
So we do a huge prom business. For 6 weeks, it's really crazy here. And so we rent tuxedos and we sell tuxedos, but for prom it's mostly rentals. And we rent at a reasonable price. We have a good product, and these kids today are looking for the newest slim fit fashions. And we have the tailor shop again, which we can tweak a rental outfit when it comes in. So I think we do a really good job with it, and word of mouth every year it's really been growing.
It's awesome. So if you could tell me, you're running this business with your brother. So this is Marvin. Marvin is Lester's older brother. You couldn't tell it now, could you? Now, Marvin, tell us, what's your favorite part about running the retail store here?
Probably over the years, we've been here since 1972, would be the relationships we've made with all of our fine customers. It really is very gratifying. We've had long-time, regular customers that have moved out of the area, but some of the customers moved to the Cape, for instance, but they still retain some of their doctors in the area, and every time they come back, they stop in the store to do a little bit of shopping. So I would say, really, it's the relationships that we've made over the 45 years that we've been here.
Now, I was perusing your website a little bit before I came over to do this interview, and I noticed this thing about these red blazers and MIT graduates. Could someone fill me in on some of that?
So we are the official source of the MIT 50th reunion outfit, which consists of a red blazer, gray pants, there's a red and gray striped tie, there's a kind of a crest or badge that they wear that is made in India, and we do all of that, and we've been doing it for about 20 years. and we literally receive orders from around the world. So when they have the 50th reunions, the 50th reunion class leads the procession of the graduates at MIT.
And so all those red blazers were ordered through Gould's Clothing
Yes.
right here
Yep.
in Acton at 260 Great Road.
And on page 2 of the Globe, the day after the graduation, there was a big picture of all the 50th reunion graduates in their red blazers. So
Well,
it's pretty neat.
like your foundation from the slaughterhouse beginnings, that's a very fascinating aspect of the Gould's business.
Yes.
So tell me, what's coming up for the summer?
Well, we have, the summer it tends to be a little quieter, but we do have sales, pretty much clearance sales throughout the summer, and that keeps people coming in, keeps traffic coming in. We have graduations are also kind of a drives business, and so that season is just kind of ending along with the prom season. We're gonna start to get our fall clothes pretty soon.
So back to school shopping will start pretty soon.
Yes.
We're always ahead.
We're always, yeah.
Ironically, the summer sale starts usually. This year it was the 19th of June, but it's always right around the very first day of summer, so that the summer sale is starting, and which signifies to us pretty much the end of that season. And oftentimes, within the next week or two, some of the early fall goods start arriving at the store. So.
That's great. Now, you guys are very, very integrated into this community. You've been here for a really long time. I know you're a sponsor of the Nara Park's concert series and the fireworks. I know you both are active in the Chamber of Commerce and the Rotary Club. So tell us what it's like to be giving back to the community as a store owner.
Well, it's very gratifying to be able to give back to the community because, like Marvin said, we have a long-term relationship with the community. And when we go anywhere in town, we see people we know, where we are an integral part of the community, and we take great pride in that. And
not just us. The employees that we employ also live and work in Acton or the neighboring towns, and are active with their churches or in other organizations within the town. I also think our employees appreciate that we are part of the community and that we do give back, and they feel good about that. I think most of our employees have been here for a long time, and I think they feel good about working here.
That's great. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I think it's just that it's been wonderful 45 years here, and we really enjoy the community. And as I say, it's the relationships that we've made that has really been most important to us, our employees, and being here in town. And I guess the only thing I'd like to say is thank you to the community, and thank you for doing this today.
Oh, no problem. So folks, come on down to Gould's Clothing at Gould's Plaza, 260 Great Road, right here in Acton. See Marvin and Lester. They'll fit you with a great looking blazer, especially when you come unprepared. And their tailoring outfit will make sure it fits you like a glove. So come on down to Gould's Clothing. Trying is believing. For Acton TV, this is Selby.
Thank you, Selby. Stay tuned later on in the show where he talks to Maura Haberman about this great place, Nara Park, and the 20th anniversary. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to your new production coordinator, Charlie Smith, for Acton TV. How you doing?
I'm really well. How are you?
Good, good. So you're going to be taking over Talk of the Town. What are some of the things you'd like to do and get to know about Acton?
Well, I have some awesome shoes to fill, but I'm going to try to just get to know it for the first time. I don't really know much about Acton, and I love the Merrimack Valley. I'm really passionate about everything and anything Massachusetts, so I'm really excited to get to know Acton.
And you've been involved in cable access for a while. Why is cable access so important? Why should people really think about cable access and how important it is to the community?
So I believe that public access is really the last form of true free speech, and it's really important that we all have the ability to create our own content and put it out there for our neighbors in our community, which is exactly what I did. I showed up at Chelmsford Telemedia, and I just asked for a show, and it kind of went from there. So now I've gotten familiar with Lowell and Billerica and a couple more stations, so now I'm so excited to finally have an actual job, not just a volunteer, but like be employed for a public access station. Acton is beautiful. Like, this place is amazing. I've never been to, what's the name? Nara?
Nara Park.
Nara Park is gorgeous. This is awesome. I've never even heard of this place before. So
Excellent. Well, if you want to reach out to Charlie, you can find her at charlie.smith@actontv.org if you have any segment ideas. Coming up next, we have the town manager, John Mandrati, with the town manager update.
Hi, it's John Mandrati for this month's edition of the Town Manager Update. We have a lot of exciting things happening in Acton as usual. Other things going on in town, the Board of Selectmen have called a special town meeting for December 10th with a special town election to follow on December 17th. The main items to be discussed during those meetings are the new twin school, Douglas and Gates, and the new fire station for North Acton, and we may be talking about a West Acton sewer project as well. I'm pleased to announce that Town Hall will be changing its hours to better accommodate the public and make people have the opportunity to come here after hours. So we'll be staying open till 7:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, and we'll shift hours slightly so we close at noon on Fridays. We'll try that out for a few months this summer and see how it goes, and if it becomes a good tool for the community, we'll keep it permanently. If not, we'll make adjustments. We have a new electricity contract, the Power Choice program, which many of you are familiar with. We just renewed for a 3-year contract starting in September. The Power Choice standard rate is going to change to 10.985 cents per kilowatt hour, and you'll actually be buying 10% renewable energy instead of 5%. And then the people that want to opt up to 100% renewables, that rate will be 12.671 cents. And then we have new flexibility this year for those people that don't want to have any renewables as part of their rate, and that's called the Power Choice Basic, and that's 10.741 cents. For more information about this program, go to actonpowerchoice.com or contact my office. This summer we have a lot of public forums. We don't slow down here in Acton, so we have a lot of things we want to tell you about. We have an economic development and housing forum. I think mid-July. There's a fire station design public meeting in late July, and there'll be a school public meeting and many other things. So please follow our social media channels, subscribe to our town newsflash on actonma.gov, and come by Town Hall to see us. Have a great summer, everybody.
Did you know you can intern at Acton TV? For more information, visit actontv.org. Here is one of our super interns, Melissa Jones, with Patrick Snow at the Acton Senior Center at the Health and Wellness Fair. You can see many of the COA updates on future episodes of Talk of the Town.
Hi, I'm Patrick Snow. I'm talking today with Sharon Mercurio. We are at the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise Fair at the Acton Senior Center today. So what's going on today?
So this is our first health fair that we've had here, sponsored by the Aging in Acton group, which is a group of Acton town departments and Acton businesses that provide services to seniors in town. So we have different vendors here giving out information about their services.
So what do you think is important about having something like this available for the Acton seniors?
I think a lot of times it's difficult for people to ask for help, and usually when you're in crisis mode, it's really hard to think straight at that point. So I think having that information in kind of a light environment, then you have it when you need it.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Patrick.
Hi, so what brings you here today?
Well, we're a member of the Aging in Acton group who is sponsoring the event. So we are here to spread word about estate planning and elder law. We're from Generations Law Group.
Awesome. And what do you have here at your booth?
Well, today we have some informational booklets on life events that happen for people, like what to do when someone's hospitalized, what to do when there's a death in the family, because a lot of people don't know what the steps are. So we have free booklets to give away for information and just to spread the word.
That's great, thank you. And where can people go to find more information?
They can go to www.generationslawgroup.com.
Great, thanks. Hi, I'm here with Beth from Dino Help. And what brings you here today, Beth?
Hi, how are you? My name is Beth Gardner, and I am the Health and Wellness Director for Acton Pharmacy, West Concord Pharmacy, and Keys Drug. What brought us here today is we are basically giving back to the community. We're one of the participants of the Acton Aging, and we're a full-service pharmacy, so we want to basically let people know that what services we offer. We do something called Medicine on Time, where we blister pack for the seniors, compounding retail pharmacy, vitamin supplements, and we have all sorts of information that is basically on our website for lectures and up-to-date events that we have.
Great, thank you so much.
I'm here with Rashida from Tandem Care Associates. So what brought you here today?
Hi, my name is Rashida and I'm from Tandem Care Associates. I'm their office manager. We do in-home, so we are part of the Aging in Acton and we sponsor the Aging in Acton. So we do in-home care services from when you leave the hospital, rehab, nursing homes, in your home. So usually people are skeptical about going to nursing homes, so we make you feel comfortable in your own home. We come to you. We offer services in different areas. So we cover areas like Groton, Westford, Acton, Westford, Newton, areas like that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm speaking with Margaret Hoegg right now. So what brought you here today?
My firm, Echo Hoegg, Morgan & O'Connor, is part of the Aging in Acton group that we formed to reach out to Acton residents and help them learn about the options that there are in Acton for aging in place and being able to stay in their community. My firm it's a law firm. We have a specialty in elder law, and so we do specialize in helping seniors stay in their homes. But all of these different companies here all work in the same goal, which is to help seniors, if they can't stay home, stay in their community.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
So welcome.
Hi, so what brings you here today?
We are members of the Aging in Acton group, and I developed the group with 11 business colleagues from the Acton area, and we're sponsoring our first Aging in Acton Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise health fair here at the Acton Council of Aging.
So would you tell me a little bit more about Aging in Acton?
Sure. We're a small group of businesses that provide services for the senior community in Acton. Such as we are Life Care Center of Acton, and we provide skilled nursing facility, or we're a skilled nursing facility that provides short-term rehab as well as long-term care. We have 2 elder law attorneys in our Aging in Acton group. We have Visiting Angels, which is a home care provider, Tandem Care as well as another home care provider. And Generations Law Group, which is an elder law attorney. So we have 10 groups, 10 businesses in Acton. They have to actually have a residence in Acton that are part of this Aging in Acton group.
That's great. And where can people go to find more information?
They can contact me directly, David Coughlin David Coughlin at Life Care Center of Acton, or 978-263-9101.
Great, thank you so much. Hi, so would you like to tell me a little bit about why you're here today?
Sure. We became part of this Aging in Acton group, which has been wonderful, a good resource for seniors in the area. And we are Visiting Angels. We do in-home care for seniors and for folks in need. And so we're happy to be part of this today.
Well, that's great. What do you have here at your booth?
We just have some brochures and certainly candy, which brings everybody over, right? These are some of the services we can provide. We do bathing, grooming, errands. We can do meal preparation, medication reminders. So what we're really trying to do is keep people at home where they want to be.
Well, that's great. And where can people go to find more information?
They can go to www.visitingangels.com/Acton, or they can call 978-263-1212.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're here with Lee from Emerson Hospital now. So what do you have set up here today?
So my name's Lee. I'm a social worker at Emerson Hospital, and I have a couple of things here. Emerson Hospital by 2020 is going to be a dementia-friendly hospital, so we have a bunch of efforts we're doing on that front. One of these is called the This Is Me tool, which is a tool that we work with families that have a patient in the hospital that has dementia, and it helps us to care for them better. You know, things like if they have certain music they like or foods, and it helps us to make sure that they're getting a good experience. We also have information about our home care service and healthcare proxies, because we feel like every person should have one of those when they come into the hospital.
So what do you think of the reception has been just having something like this available at a fair like this in Acton?
I think it's great. I mean, we've done a couple of different fairs. We have our own health fair, but whenever we can get into the community and just let people know what we have to offer, and because we really want to get feedback from them on how we can make it a better hospital.
Hi, I'm here with Bob from the fire department. And what brings you here today, Bob?
So our briefing here today, we got invited, the fire department got invited down to kind of explain some of the safety points that we have to offer to seniors. Some of them have to do with from fire extinguishers to smoke detectors and even to a lockbox system that might help emergency personnel gain entry into their homes in case they have mobility issues and they can't get to the door to let us in an emergency.
Well, that's great. And what resources do you have here?
So in the table in front of us here, I've got 3 different types of fire extinguishers. Foam type fire extinguisher, which has become quite popular and available at local hardware stores. We have the regular dry chemical fire extinguisher, which is actually a home version of a kitchen type fire extinguisher. And this little extinguisher down here, believe it or not, is an extinguisher that will mount with a magnet underneath your hood vent over your stove, and if a fire should occur over your stove, it would activate the little device here, and it would actually dump a dry chemical extinguishing agent over the fire, extinguishing it right away. Great for seniors who do a lot of cooking at home where they may not be able to put the fire out when the stove catches on fire. It's a great little device.
That's great. And where can people go to find more information?
So the websites are a great resource for a lot of these products. First Alert is a popular safety product, and if they went on their website, there's a lot of information they could obtain from fire safe websites like that.
Great. Thank you so much.
So we're standing right outside of this room. We're not going to go in because this is some more like private specific services that are being offered. But just to get a sense of what you have going on here, what's going on in this room right now?
So right now in here we have Ask a Lawyer, and we also have Ask a Pharmacist, so people can sign up and have 10 minutes where they can ask a lawyer about any kind of elder law issue that they may be having or estate planning issue. And they can ask the pharmacist any kind of questions in a private setting. We also have some massage therapists in there doing some chair massages.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. And we also have like some blood pressure screenings, things like that.
So what's the response been of having this type of stuff available here, do you think?
Oh, very good. I had to sign up for the Ask a Lawyer, and we had quite a few people coming in. We've also had some people just kind of walk in to do it. Everybody's seems to have been enjoying the services.
Cool, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us today. I have this wonderful booklet with all the information about aging in Acton, and you can find this at town offices or the Acton Pharmacy. Thank you for watching.
We are here with Ethan Marvin, one of the lifeguards at Nara Park. Tell us when you're up on the stand, what do you look for? You see a lot of people swimming today.
We like to count the numbers, make sure we have a good gauge on how many kids are in the water, make sure everyone's not throwing sand. That is a big one. The little kids, they love to throw the sand. We can't have that getting in their eyes. Got to make sure none of the little ones are crawling on each other, can't have them dunking each other. And just making sure the kids are having a good time, because that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun.
It is, and it's such a great resource for the town. What would you like to say about your other teammates, your other lifeguards here?
See, that's the thing. You've said it well. It's all about team effort here at the lifeguard stand. We preach that. We always have each other's backs, whether it's rotating on the shifts or we're getting in the water, getting down and dirty with it. You know what? That's all it's all about.
Excellent, and we were there last year when they actually received an award for saving a young girl here at Nara Park, so it was really nice. Speaking of Nara Park, Ethan, we had a chance to sit down with Maura Haberman to talk all about the history of Nara Park and their 20th anniversary, so stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for everything you do here.
Thank you very much.
Hi there, my name's Selby. I'm the town's Land Use and Economic Development Director, and today I'm here with Maura Haberman. Maura is the town's Program and Events Coordinator within the Recreation Department, which is part of the Land Use Department. Maura, thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
So I understand that this year is the 20th anniversary of Nara Park. For those who don't know about Nara, could you tell us a little bit about this phenomenal resource we have in town?
Sure. This year we're celebrating Nara's 20th anniversary. Nara opened up on September 18th, 1999, with a big kickoff called Acton Day, and since then it's been going strong.
So Nara Park is a 40-acre parcel of land located in North Acton. It was originally purchased by the town for use as a landfill, but in the 1980s turned out that was not feasible. So the idea was to create it into a park. So tell us what we have at Nara.
In 1987, Dave Apt, our engineering department head had suggested a swimming hole over at Nara Park because all they had was the high school swimming pool at the time.
Okay.
So in the design and development of Nara, we became, it grew into an amphitheater, the bathhouse pavilion, a 9-acre swimming pond, 7 acres of ball fields, a large playground, a 1-mile walking perimeter, and this park is just hot.
That's that. So I was at the 4th of July celebration last week, and I could have sworn there were 10 to 12,000 people there enjoying the park. Is that a typical crowd that comes to the 4th of July celebration?
Actually, this past year, we were told that it was larger. It was about 16,000, our largest July 4th ever. All the parking spots were filled at Nagog Park. The crowds were still piling in down Main Street even after the fireworks were starting. And they've never had so many people attend that they had noticed from all the parking areas. And that's how they estimate how many people come. And it was a great event. We moved out our family fun time to 5:30 because when we started earlier, it seemed like it wasn't as busy and people were missing out on the family fun time. So it was great to move that to 5:30. And then the concert started at 7, and then we had that spectacular fireworks show at 9:30 by Atlas.
So when Nara Park was first created, we had a swimming pool, we had fields, we had an amphitheater, but what enabled the concert series that we have today to go forward?
Yeah, we did start with like very small bands, very local bands, and what allowed us to grow to these great full production concerts, which are not anywhere in any town nearby that I'm aware of what we offer, was because we got a very generous donation to help purchase our stage lighting and our sound system for Nara, which allowed us to bring in the bigger bands and allow us to grow. And then the more that we grew with these concerts, the larger the audience, the bigger the demand, and we've just continued to grow ever since then.
So how many people does the amphitheater hold?
3,000, and we can actually get up to 6,000 if it was squeezed in a little bit tighter.
So Nara Park is also the site of one of the first resources that I'd like you to tell us a little about. Could you tell us about the Miracle Field?
So Selby, the Miracle Field was built in 2012. It was built by funding through the Miracle League of Massachusetts, spearheaded by Andy and Lauren Rickard, who have been instrumental in making the Miracle Field possible in Nara Park. It's an all-accessible field, rubberized surface, and it no holds bar for any child to participate. There's no fee to have the children play in the games, and it happens in the spring and in the fall on Saturdays, and they have a ton of volunteers that they use to run this organization and help these games every weekend, and also they're always looking for volunteers.
That's wonderful. So right next to the Miracle Field, there's a bit of a construction project going on. Could you tell us about what that is?
Yes, that is the Sports Pavilion, and that Sports Pavilion is going to house an all-accessible family bathroom, as well as another bathroom, and then on the there's 2 buildings that it's made out of, and so one side will be the restrooms, the other side is going to be office space and a concession area for people using the upper fields.
Where can people find out about the events that are taking place at Nara Park?
You can go to www.actonma.gov/events, and for the ticketed concerts, just go directly to actonrec.com, and there's a link that will take you right to Eventbrite. Get your tickets in advance because they're cheaper than at the door.
So folks, please come on down to Nara Park in Acton. It's a phenomenal resource. It's the gem of the town of Acton. There's something there for everybody. We've got a swimming pond for the children. There's beaches to play on. There's picnic pavilions that people can rent and host family gatherings. And then we have a fabulous summer concert series organized by our wonderful Maura Haberman. So trying is believing. Come on down to Nara Park. For Acton TV, this is Selby.
Well, that's it for this edition of Talk of the Town. I want to let everybody know that I have accepted a position for the town of Bedford, New Hampshire as their production coordinator, and this is my very last show. I just want to thank everybody for helping me out on the show, all the great volunteers, interns, just reaching out to the community, and I've really learned so much about Acton, and it's just a wonderful town, and I just want to thank everybody for the last 3.5 years. For Talk of the Town, this is George Cox, signing off.